The Horn Frog Podcast. Let's talk sports with Coach Dub. The Horn Frog Podcast. Good evening, gentlemen. This is Coach Dub coming to you live from Fort Worth, Texas. And I've got Coach Bismo, Funyons, and Coach Forrest Gumpp on the line, the coaches of Notre Dame and Florida State University, respectfully. How are y'all doing this evening, gentlemen? If we'll go Notre Dame and then Florida State, Notre Dame. Coach Bismo, how are you doing today?
Well, Coach, everything's fine on this side. How are you?
I'm doing all right. How about you, Coach Gumpp? How are you doing this evening?
Doing great. Just got out of a win with Baylor. Can't complain too much.
All right, that sounds good. Y'all both been having some amazing seasons. I don't know if you know this, but as of right now, y'all are looking at a top 10 matchup when y'all play in a couple weeks. Should be exciting, should be good. Starting with Coach Bismo Funyons, I want to talk pass defense, Coach. You're basically last in the nation, giving up 1,742 yards. The Florida State offense is putting up almost 2,000 yards of passing offense. How do you see that coming into play in y'all's game on Saturday?
Well, Coach, you got to eliminate those mistakes. You got to start with the basics. You got to blitz. You got to cover a man. You got to get in our zones quickly as fast as we can. Coming into this game, we're gonna learn how fast these boys are.
Oh, yeah, I can tell you from personal experience they got some speed because they dusted my special teams for a kickoff return like my guys were standing still, let me tell you. Coach Gumpp, how do you feel? Because you're next to last in passing off defense with 1,862 yards given up. And Notre Dame is the number one passing offense in the country with 2,187 yards. How do you feel about that matchup for your team?
Our guys just need to stay on their man. We've had some issues with that. Our zone defense is not very great. We've had to make a few scheme changes throughout the year, adjusting to how they're going to be able to play it. We have a lot of speed. We have a lot of speed on our defense, and that top secondary, it's going to be a fun one.
And I do have a question for you, Coach Gumpp. We noticed that you pulled Hennessy Lesser in the last game. Do you expect him to play the full game against Notre Dame? Because he has had some outstanding games this season. I think he's had at least two 400-yard passing games.
It's going to depend on those big guys up front. I pulled him in against Baylor because our offensive line was getting hammered, and Doug Wilbur, he's just faster and can throw on the run better than Hennessy. Hennessy isn't quite accurate when he's trying to get out, and so I pulled him to keep him from getting injured, especially. But if those guys up front can hold those blocks, Hennessy will be our guy the entire game.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Coach Gumpp, I don't know if I'd be sharing those secrets over the phone with Coach Bismo listening. I wanted to talk to Coach Bismo. Y'all are averaging 42.5 points a game, and Florida State 41.3. Are you expecting this to be a shootout?
Of course, Coach. Every game you got to earn it. Our boys out there, they're going to fight until the quarter reaches zero. We're going to go out there. We're going to try our best to get the game early. We're going to get it on our pace, and our mindset is to run. We're not going to try to pass. We're going to try to run first. We want to break down this offense, and if that's not working, we're going to go pass. We're going to go passing, but we want to run the ball first. That's for sure.
Okay, and I'm going to talk about third down conversions because that's one of the biggest disparities in y'all's game. Coach Gumpp, Notre Dame is fourth in the country at 58% on their third down conversions, and your Florida State team's holding at 48%. I feel like y'all are going to have to get some third down conversions if you're going to stay in this game against Notre Dame.
Oh, we most definitely will be. We've been practicing on that. We just need to work on those close quarters, passes and run.
And how are you feeling, Coach Gumpp, about the turnover differential? Notre Dame is +8, and your team on the year is -4. That could be a big factor in this game as well. How are you going to limit the turnovers versus Notre Dame?
Just got to make smarter passes, protect the ball. A few of ours have been from fumbles. Just got to make sure we're covering that ball and making smart passing decisions, checking all the reads, not forcing anything into any dangerous situations.
It sounds like a good plan. Coach Bismo, I wanted to talk to you too. I know we're down on your passing defense and your secondary, but y'all do have 19 interceptions, which is one of the best in the country at intercepting the ball. Your guys go to make a play, and I think sometimes maybe it kills you. What is your what are you going to say to your secondary before y'all's game against Florida State?
Well, Coach, you gotta tell them, boys, you gotta trust in yourself. If you know you can make the play, but you gotta play smart. You can't play with emotions. You gotta play with your head. Always.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan, man. I wish both of you guys the best in your game. Today's Horned Frog Podcast is brought to you by 1835 Bourbon. Come and take it. Can I get a come and take it from you guys?
Come and take it.
Come and take it.
All right, that's what your guys are going to be saying before y'all's game is come and take it, because it's up for the taking. It's who's going to want it more. I wish y'all the best of luck. I hope to see y'all both in the playoffs. Y'all have had an amazing season. Coach Bismo Funyons, tell Morgan Oden to keep it up. He's got a chance to push for the Heisman, but it's going to be hard against old Tremaine Jesus Darrisaw.
Oh, man. That boy can run the ball, that's for sure. But we're not looking for one. This is a team effort. We're looking for one goal, and we're looking for the natty.
Well, I hope you can make it there. I hope we see Florida State maybe do the same in the near future. I wish you guys the best. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you,
Thank
Coach.
you.
All right, this is Coach Dub signing off from Fort Worth.